SABC News reporter Dludla now joins me for more on this. Calvin, you were in the community. You got to speak to some of the community members. You got to speak to the family, the father in particular. The tensions are high. There's real pain in the community. And it all seems to point to the very specific shop. The police have called for calm. What can you tell us about what the atmosphere is in Alexandra at the moment?
Thank you very much for your time, Oliver Dixon. Thank you very much. We were there. The situation was tense, volatile, to say. Community members were very angry. They were furious, to say. They didn't even want police to be there. They were saying the police officials are corrupt. They were just calling the name of the station commander of Alexandra police station, saying that he takes bribe from those who does not want to follow law, and they don't want police officers to be there. But the police officers were there, I have to say. Heavy police presence, armed, and they were making sure that the situation was calm. We spoke to community members who said that they don't want to see that person who owns that shop. Apparently, according to the reports that we got, the person who owns that shop is a Zimbabwean national. They are saying that they don't want to see him there. They want that shop to be closed. When we arrived as SABC News, we found the police officers trying by all means to calm people down. They were taking the stock from the same shop to the event, because apparently, according to the South African police office members, the people around, they wanted to get inside that shop and destroy it. They were very angry, saying that these countless incidents of child poisoning must stop.
The Department of Health has released a statement. What do they tell us in it?
No, they are saying that they are acknowledging that they are aware that a child died, and they are saying that the two others are in hospital, and they are saying that according to Modiba, who speaks for Gauteng Health, that the situation is better, the condition is better on both patients who are in hospital. But when we had a live crossing with the father, Mr. Joshua, he said that he called the hospital earlier, and then they told him that the situation is critical.
Yeah. Have they given a post-mortem, especially about the 10-year-old that has passed away, to give an indication about what the poison might have been from what happened in Naledi, for instance, where the Naledi 6, the Minister of Health later came out and told us that an organophosphate pesticide was found in the bloodstream of those who had died, and that is the poison that they had attributed as the cause of the death. Do we know anything about the contaminant in this instance?
When we arrived in this office, I called Foster Mohale. Foster Mohale speaks for National Health, and then he told us that they will gather a team of experts who will then do the post-mortem, but for now they have not conducted it. So he said that they will have a team of experts who will then go to the house and speak to the family, and then the post-mortem will be done. He promised us as SABC News that once the results are there, they will give them to the police and they will give SABC News.
Mr. Joshua, the father, how's he doing? I can't imagine that it's easy for him.
A sad situation, and what I have realized is that I'm always a bearer of bad news. I spoke to the father, and you could see when he speaks that he is so much in pain. He was trying to explain, but at some point with the crossing that we had earlier, he would talk and stop and talk and stop. You could see that he actually doesn't believe what happened to his child did really happen. It's difficult for him to accept that his child is gone. He explained the story as you were reading the PVO, that he noticed yesterday that the child is sick, and when they took the child to the nearest clinic, that would be Masakane Clinic, when they came back, they were told that the child is no more. His wife and other child, they are in hospital. According to him, they are in critical condition. But as I have mentioned earlier, the Department of Health in this province of Gauteng, Modiba, issued a media statement saying that the condition is better. We will keep in contact with them. As you know, as journalists, we normally follow stories for updates so that we can monitor the story and be able to know what happened. But what I can tell you is that there were heavy police presence there. People were very angry, but police managed to calm down the situation. They were pleading with the community members not to take law into their own hands.
Yeah. Colin, this is not the first time you've reported on a death of this nature or even a tragedy of this nature, particularly when we think about the negligence on part of certain state agencies that are supposed to do certain things to protect young children and consumers from being able to die at the hands of snacks or at the hands of gangs or whatever the case may be. How did you feel in that conversation with the father? What is the sense of feeling that washed over you?
You know, as reporters, we report stories every day. Our job is to go out and find stories and report them on a daily basis. But sometimes when you find yourself in such a situation, you have to remain calm. You have to be strong because people at home are expecting you to deliver proper news. They are expecting you not to be engulfed by emotions when you are delivering a story. As a person, obviously, you become sad and you might end up feeling like your eyes are teary, but you have to be strong and soldier on. You know what I noticed there? That spaza shop, I don't know if we have a shot of the spaza shop, but that spaza shop is on a pavement. And when I spoke to the JMPD, I'm saying to them, guys, why this spaza shop is next to the pavement? Because it's not supposed to be there. They are saying the people around that area did not go in and report that there is a spaza shop that is next to the pavement where it's not supposed to be. Yes, but they are saying, JMPD is saying they can't know. They won't know if there are those who are not following because they have to enforce bylaws. They have to go and check and ask the person who's owning that shop why that shop is not in a proper place because it's not supposed to be there. But then they are saying people were supposed to come, Oliver Dixon, and report the issue. They wouldn't know, according to them, that there was a shop there. And this is the first complaint. It had never happened. According to the community members, this has never happened before. So this is the very first complaint of the snacks. But the shop is closed for now. Police officers are looking for the owner of that shop. They will update us if they find him.
Dludla, thank you so much for your time. Really do appreciate it.
Thank you.